Hi, and welcome back. I'm jumping on this morning to share some flea market finds with you for paper crafting and sewing, if that is your thing. There's some fabrics here, some old vintage Christmas cards, some antique books, and some sewing newsletters. So let's jump right in. Last weekend, we went up to a very large flea market that happens in our area 3 times a year. And we had a really nice day. The weather was gorgeous, and our children came with us, and we walked around and found some really interesting things. Anyway, I was really excited because I found a whole stack of vintage Christmas cards, and I've been looking for these for such a long time. They're so hard to find, and when you do, especially online or in antique shops, they're extremely expensive, but these were very, very inexpensive. And when I went into this gal's booth, she said that she was clearing everything out for half price. So I got all of these cards, I think there's 33 of them, for about $10 or $12. So let me just quickly flip through these. These are just absolutely gorgeous. Here's the first one. Has some sparkle on it. Some of them actually have, designs on the inside as well, but some do not. So we'll just take a quick look. They're just perfect mid-century. Look at these, aren't they great? And, you can use them as is, or you can cut them up. I was thinking maybe, I may just copy some of them off if I wanted a little bit of ephemera rather than cutting up the cards. I might just, copy it and then cut out what I need and glue it on into my journal making. So this, and then there's this one here. Aren't these lovely? This one has sort of an ombre surface on the paper. You can kind of see that. And then this one here. I mean, these sweet little carolers. Oh, I just love these vintage images. And then this one here, the houses, Christmas snowy scene. And look at these sweet little snow people. It's so cute. There's another one. So my daughter and I were in this booth for quite a while. My daughter picked up some vintage buttons, and we were, thumbing through everything that was there and just kind of choosing. Don't you love this font, this mid-century font? It's just so pretty. Yes, we were in there for quite a while, and had a little chat with the lady that owned that booth. Here's a Santa, some holly on the inside, and then this one here. Okay, and then this one. Look at this one with the little Christmas tree on the sled. These are just so charming. There's another one. Here's a poinsettia. More images on the inside. Look at this one with the little sweet deer. The little lamp. The basket. Ah, just so cute. And these actually coordinate with a lot of the vintage Papercraft collections that I have. So I'm looking forward to using them in those. Maybe make some journals or little folios, Christmas diaries, December dailies, things like that. Okay, and then this with the blue and teal and yellow. Isn't that pretty? There's another mailbox. And look at these little snowmen. Aren't they cute? I can't get over this. It's just so much fun. It was so fun thumbing through all the, she had so many. There were also some vintage religious themed Christmas cards in her basket as well. I just kind of went through and chose colors that I knew would work with the collections that I have here at home in my Papercrafts boxes. Look at this with the sparkly glitter. Little holly sprig. And then this one. Oh, so pretty. Vintage wreaths. This one with the ornaments. And this with the pink. This is late 1960s. Isn't that pretty? And this here with the tree and the glittery garland. And the tree on the inside as well. And then this little Santa on a reindeer. It has a very 1960s vibe to it. So pretty. Oh, and I love this pink one. Isn't that pretty? The pink and mint that we're also fond of in our paper crafting. And a beautiful font. Christmas greetings. Love these. There's another one. Little sleigh with the horses. And then this one here. Season's greetings. Okay, so those are the vintage cards. And then the other thing that I found in this booth is these sewing, kind of like newspaper leaflets. This one is a Simplicity Fashion Preview, Christmas Special Time for Sewing. And then you've got these pink and green, looks like early 1970s, late 1960s vintage images. So you can see the back. These will be fun to incorporate in some paper crafting journals, sewing themed ephemeras. This one is written in French. So this is also, I just thought mainly for the images here and the text. The French text I thought was really unusual and not something that you find every day. These are quite large. I don't know if I can really show the whole thing on my camera, but I'll just give you a little close up here. There's the text. And then of course the back is also printed. So I got two of these. This one has pattern lines on the back. One of them is the nightgown, and then the other one here is different types of crochet. And similarly, it's printed on both sides, similar to the last one. It's all in French. So I'm just really, really loving having found those. I've never seen anything like this. And then I picked up this little vintage fabric remnant with the 1940s and 50s fruits and things on it. This is 100% cotton, I'm quite sure. So I picked that up as well. And then this tiny little dish I thought was so pretty. So I thought I would use that either for my sewing pins or some little bits of ephemera or buttons when I'm sitting at my craft table. Isn't that cute? I picked that up for $1, believe it or not. It was marked $5, and when I walked into this particular booth, the man that owned the booth said, "Oh, everything in here is now $1." So I thought, well, okay, you have a sale. It was the last day of the flea market as well, so I'm sure, you know, some people who had booths were getting ready to pack up and didn't want to cart everything back home again. And after we went to the flea market, we stopped in at an old bookshop up in that area that my husband and I have been longtime patrons of. And we took our daughter and son into the shop. They had a wonderful time looking at all the old books. My son found some engineering books that he was kind of excited about finding. And I picked up these golden books. Now, I have some of these somewhere. I can't seem to find them, and honestly, I don't know if I gave them away or what happened to them. I had them in my classroom for a long time, you know, just as visual references for my students in the art room. But I picked these up with the intention of using them to cut out some of these images and use them in some of my botanical bookmaking. And they're just really, really nice images and text. And even the covers, you know, you can alter these and save the covers and use them for journals if you alter them. So I got one for Wees, and this other one has a hardcover as well. This is the Bird Guide, the Golden Nature Guide for Birds. And I think you probably have seen these, pretty common. So that one. And And then I found a few antique 1950s storybooks. This is a Rand McNally. And picture books for children, $1.25. Again, with some nice images inside, great for altering, using in vintage journals and such. So there's that one, and then this one is called Bedtime Stories. This is a little golden book, which is so cute. Look at these pictures, Little Red Riding Hood. Oh my gosh, I'm just like in heaven with these old pictures and text. So much fun to flip through. And then this book I came across in the bookshop as well. It's a few dollars. It's called In and Out of the Garden by Sarah Mida, and it is filled with beautiful botanical illustrations, which I just fell in love with. And I, initially thought, oh, this would be great to include in my own bookmaking and, cut the images out. But now I'm thinking, I just really like the book. I may just leave it as is and enjoy it on my coffee table. But aren't these images so sweet? And then she has text with them. There are old vintage sayings and quotes from the medieval days in here. The images are just really, really, really lovely. So, yeah, so this is the gardening book, and other books here, and I think that's about it. So we had a really nice day looking around and rummaging through all of these old things and finding some fun bargains. I hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you back again soon for some project shares. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye for now.